entrance is vulnerable. Feed data into the terminal to overload the Vex defenses. Vex forces rally. If they regain the terminal, our incursion will fail. Repel their assault. The Vex network is revealed in layers. Override the passcode to gain deeper access. The machines spawn collect their forces. Gather your light and prepare for battle.
This track has located many data caches, like fuel for your Splicer hand. Splicer tech must work, because the Vex are converging to shut it down. They're trying to fix their broken code. Deal with the Vex, but keep one eye on the terminal. You're wearing them down, Guardian. Their metal is no match for your light. Rising is more exciting than I thought. It uses a delightful number of grenades. I don't know about the Vex network, but I know an attack coming when I see one. Hold your ground. Defrag says the vortex is almost ready. I don't know what that means, but the Vex want to stop you, so it must be good. This vortex could lead anywhere. Be careful, guys.
Now you see the subjugated mind. Keeper of this domain. Destroy it to secure the data. Destroy the Vex, yield a right source of data. Feed it into the terminal to crash the system.
Vex are inbound on your position. Hold your ground and guard the connection.
The Vex manifest in spirals. Every revolution ascends into the future. Stay on course. LXE have feared Guardian ferocity for centuries. Turn your fury on the Vex. Do not let the machine spawn divert your attention. Keep it fixed on the terminal. The vortex gathers energy, moving from potential to material. Your splice nears completion. The network bends to your will. It cannot resist for much longer. I sense the Vex mind. It lashes out with something like desperation. They are coming for you. Vortex is almost manifest. The subjugated mind will soon be revealed.
This must be the vortex. Enter before it closes. Nothing can save these machines from your light. Destroy them! The Vex won't give up so easily. They're recalibrating their defenses. Be ready for anything.
The network repairs like a body heaving a cut. Disrupt the passcode to keep the splice alive.
The Vex know you hacked them. They're on their way to anti-hack you. Defend the terminal.
The Vex disconnect the terminal, but they must retake it to end the incursion. Do not allow it.
The Vex are trying to lock you out. Show them that Guardians are not so easily outwitted. I can practically hear the Vex gears grinding. They cannot stop you, but they will still try.
I can feel the Vex mind stirring. It is aware of your presence. Prepare for its violence. Complete the final unlock sequence to manifest the vortex. Crush their last defense to complete the splice. We have other networks to collapse.
Vex think they can outsmart you. Crush their simple passcode. Prepare for another assault. The Vex will endure as many casualties as necessary to keep the vortex closed.
Vex defenses have been reset, but like circuits, they can be overloaded. Continue the assault. The Vex security cycles. Each circuit grows more desperate.
We need one more batch of data. Then you can jump into the Vex brain space.
Vortex resists manifestation. A final surge of data will force it into being.
This is their last attempt to lock you out. The vortex is almost open.
The path to the VexNet is revealed. Into the vortex. A new layer of security. Escalate access by overriding the passcode.
Crack open the Vex and bring back their data. Do not worry yourself over the bodies. They feel no pain.
The Vex domain is complex, but it can be overwhelmed. Secure the back door and overload the terminal with data.
This must be the subjugated mind. Crush this poor machine so we can leave this hideous place.
A sacred Splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway nearby. Enter and secure the data. The splice is complete. Enter quickly. The network attempts to re-encrypt, disrupt the passcode sequence, and continue the splice.
This Splicer tech must work, because the Vex are converting to shut it down. Countermeasures incoming. Turn them back to scrap.
The Vex attempt to lock out the terminal. Destroy countermeasures to keep it operating.
Judging by the Vex response, your fancy Splicer glove is working. Keep at it.
Guardian, we must splice an entrance to the Vex network. I can guide you, but I cannot follow.
Makes me wonder. If we can't tell the difference between reality and simulation, how do I know what's real? Oh, it hurts my head.
I don't know if I ever told you, Ikora, but I'm proud of the leader you've become. It's just a shame you failed to heed more conventional wisdom.
Such as?
Cauterize all contact with the darkness, lest you risk infestation.
Just because you can't see the shears, Osiris, doesn't mean I'm not pruning dead branches.
The Vex are not a destructive rabble like the Fallen. They have much to teach. I am here to guarantee that we learn what we can. It's even more magnificent than in my visions. The data you secure here will fuel research for decades to come.
You run quickly, Guardian. Splicing Vex code is like discovering new language.
Talking to Vex is boring. Better to destroy them.
Yes. You often destroy what you do not understand. The Elixni have seen this.
You are beyond our reach now, Guardian. Stay alert to any trick or traps. This may yet be a ploy by the Fallen.
You did well, Guardian. But I still do not trust these fallen methods. We could do this on our own.
Reading with fear and mistrust. Aramis tried this on Europa. It was her unmaking.
Is it wrong to mistrust those who have hunted, raided, and murdered us for centuries? I think not.
So said Aramis. Mithrax will help, as long as help is wanted.
We must find a way into the Vex network, crush these soulless machines, and harvest their wires for data.
Here could be the key to victory over the Vex and the Fallen. Humanity is behind you.
Defenses crushed. Structure collapsed. Now we look ahead to the next task.
I couldn't agree more. As much as I want to be able to stop and savor this moment, the Vex won't afford us that time.
That is uncommon focus.
In your experience with humanity?
Many humans and their kin are eager to shed the weight of their responsibility through revelry.
Some of us bear that weight longer than others, if we're strong enough.
Accessing the Vex network is a long-time goal of the future war cult. Reach it for us and for humanity.
The Guardian must make more incursions on the Vex network. I can guide, but cannot follow.
Sending others into danger from a position of safety. This is Fallen leadership.
Elixni do not have lives to spare. We use wits to survive. You have manipulated Vex data as you would the light. This is the power of the sacred Splicer.
You did well, but never forget, you're a Guardian first. Your power is a gift from the Traveler, not the Fallen.
The Saint speaks the truth. All hail the great machine.
Within the Vex network lies the secret to their portal technology. We could do great things with such power.
That's nothing to hear, Guardian. The interior of the Vex network can be disorienting. Stouter minds than ours have been driven to madness.
Now you see how data flows through the world, just as light.
Data did not slay the Vex. Data did not save you on Europa. Guardians do these things.
The great machine blesses all in different ways.
Following a Fallen into battle makes my trigger finger itch. Watch your back, Guardian.
This is the breakthrough future war cult has always dreamed of. It could give us an edge in the coming battle against the darkness.
Network defenses will grow stronger. Only your will and prepare to face the situation.
The Vex are captives to logic, incapable of subterfuge. This makes them corruptible. Who knows what else might lurk inside their network?
The path to its center has many countermeasures. Pacify them to reach your goal.
The Vex network is a sprawling digital meta-consciousness. And like a human mind, it can be manipulated.
Mithrax, I was wondering, where do you see this alliance going now that you've had time to experience more of humanity?
This is not the first time I have viewed humanity up close. As you say, warts and all. A long life gives many opportunities to form opinions. And change them.
What is your opinion then? Of us? Of humanity?
A true Kell does not judge many by the few, but once, a Guardian chose not to pull their trigger, and spared my life. Now, this. I look at humanity and I see a river. Ever-flowing, ever-changing. You have the power to both destroy and create.
That is a very serene way of seeing the world. Thank you.
I can help you exploit an entrance into the Vex network. Once inside, you must find your own way.
After all this time, our key into the Vex network is a fallen traitor. Not even I could have predicted that.
I am joyful of our victory. Though it is difficult to watch Guardians deal violence with the light, as many Elixni have seen before.
Save your false holiness for Icona. Guardians did not go to Reese to attack Fallen. Fallen came to Earth to attack us. I have seen Guardians torn to pieces by Fallen. I have seen unarmed people massacred by Fallen. We defended ourselves from extinction, and now that we have the upper hand, you pretend to be victims.
The data you recover here will be invaluable to the future war cult. But not even Lakshmi can foresee the consequences of such a move.
Ikora Kell, how is it you have allowed your Guardians to wield the darkness?
It isn't as simple as giving them permission. Zavala expressly forbade it, and yet, Guardians continue to use the darkness. Some without issue, others. There have been incidents.
You see what became of Aramis. But Mithrax also sees Guardians using the darkness to defend Elixni.
Nothing is ever as simple as it seems on the surface.
These Splicer techniques are beginning to pay off. Keep hammering at the Vex network until it collapses. Simulation? Why is it so ugly? The Vex have infinite power and use it like a child with crayons. Mithrax's machine glove is a powerful weapon.
The Splicer gauntlet is not only a weapon, it is a tool for reforming reality.
After many centuries, the Fallen are still full of surprises.
The Elixni have much to give in service of the great machine.
Like a machine ascendant plane. I do not like it. Destroy that leader and get out of there.
Your Guardians are efficient at death-making.
Aren't they? And yet, without the light, the Elixni have proven more than formidable adversaries in the past.
We do what what is needed in order to survive.
Are those your words? Or is that Hermes I hear?
No. They are yours.
This mission has been a success. Due in no small part to Mithrax. But never forget that he is the exception, not the rule. Most of the Fallen are monsters. Guardians have even seen them eat humans. Is this not true, Saint 14?
It's true. I've seen the Fallen do this and more. But many things were different back then.
I too have heard these stories. Though Elixni scribes prefer silence. It makes pain in my spirit to think on it. But those Elixni were not of House Light. We cannot change what they did. We can only promise to be better.
When I predicted the Red War, everyone laughed. Now I predict that Vex technology is the key to our salvation, and I hear no laughs.
I do not understand these Splicer techniques, but I confess they seem to work.
I'm sure the Guardian could have achieved their aim without help from the Fallen.
Perhaps, but we do need all the help we can get.
The data you're recovering from these missions is already yielding results. We hope to stabilize our first portal soon. With access to this network, I can finally unlock technology that's mystified us for centuries. Imagine what we could do with Vex portal technology.
I'm happy to see this partnership working out, Guardian. It looks like the House of Light is pulling its weight.
This victory is not without cost. How do you think the people of the last city feel, hearing you praise their enemies? Your shipwright, Miss Holiday, for instance. Do you think she'll forgive as easily as you?
Mind your words carefully. Do not presume to speak for me or for Amanda.
I speak for the people of the last city. They've not forgotten all the misery the Fallen have caused us. Even if you have.
The Vex have a more robust view of time than humans. They'll have seen this coming. Be careful, Guardian.
Icorical, do you have family?
The Vanguard is my family. Zavala, the brother I never knew I needed. And Cade. What of you? Is your fire team your family?
No. Fire team is fire team. Family is family. Very important to Elixni. Large. Catch is kin, as we say. I have a daughter. She's very wise for her age. Sometimes too much. I fight for her.
The Fallen are strange. They are advanced enough to splice the Vex network, but their ships still look like heaps of garbage.
The Guardian learns to splice into the Vex mind. Learns to make data a weapon.
Manipulation, infiltration. These are the only skills the Fallen have to share. No wonder so many are criminals.
When Elixni are hunted, survival becomes a crime. House of Light wishes only peace.
You're just like the spider. Making peace with one hand and stealing with the other 3.
You call Spider thief, but your future power was stolen from the Vex. Spider is criminal, but he is no hypocrite.
Remember, Guardian, just because a fallen helped us access this network, that doesn't make them our allies. In the end, humanity can rely only on itself. The endless night gives cover to our enemies. You must breach the Vex network and find out what's behind it.
As the threats against humanity escalate, so too must our defensive capabilities. Vex portal technology could prove a powerful addition to our arsenal.
Stellar work, Guardian. You and Mithrax make a good team.
I understand Eliksni are not the only species you work alongside. You found peace with Keitel of the Cabal, yes?
Peace is too strong a word. We made a mutual decision to turn our attention elsewhere.
And some warriors, like Saladin Commander, do not find joy in this. He finds no victory in peace.
It will take some time for Saladin to adjust. He'll come around.
Change in one branch of the Vex domain cascades into infinite others. Even those with gifted foresight can stumble into unforeseen consequences. The Vex domain still operates on rules like gravity and continuous flow of time. For all their advancements, the Vex still lack imagination.
The Guardian's incursion was necessary. But I am sorry to see so many Vex destroyed.
It's strange to hear sympathy for such an accomplished warrior. Tell me, Mithrax Kell, how many humans have died in your hands? Dozens? Hundreds?
You are right to question sincerity. I have killed many humans, even some Guardians, and reveled in violence. But I hope now that our violent past will create a future peace. If not, the darkness triumphs already. The way of the Splicer grows within you, Guardian. Spread your light throughout the Vex network. The Vex network trembles with your light. With each incursion, you draw closer to the mind behind it.
The future of the city stretches out before me. Every incursion sharpens my visions. Keep pressing, Guardian. Olivia's presence proves that we can't trust anyone. Not even our own vanguard. And especially not the fallen invaders.
We are making progress against the Vex, but be careful. Sabaton will be watching.
I suspect she's been watching for quite some time.
She best not watch me. I will spot her like Soraya's board. I never thought Savathun was strong enough to corrupt the Vex. We must shut down the network to limit her reach.
Subjugated minds that control this domain are but pawns in Savathun's larger game. But be careful. Even pawns can kill the queen.
Be vigilant. I should have felt the Witch Queen's presence in the network, but I did not. Her spies could be anywhere.
Enjoy your victory, but remain vigilant. The Vex are but a part of Savathun's final plan.
Witch Queen is dangerous, but she is no match for the great machine.
You're right, Splicer. The light is the key to victory.
The corruption of the Vex network is deeper than I imagined. We must cleanse it for the good of all. The Vex are weakening. Your attacks are taking a toll.
With the Witch Queen in hiding, now is not the time to trust new acquaintances.
Do not trust Mithrax. Trust the great machine. Its power flows through the Guardian.
The Fallen may help us gain access to the Vex network, but that doesn't make them our allies. You're a human first, Guardian. Never forget it.
The network looks solid, but it's actually a simulated superposition. Mithrax taught me that not everything is like it seems.
The Vex are staggered. I can sense the confusion. Only a few more incursions to go.
To your credit, Mithrax, I was wrong to doubt you.
Save your doubt for the Witch Queen. It is one of her only weaknesses.
It's frightening that Splicer was strong enough to make pawns of the Vex. One wonders how else she might infiltrate our ranks.
The endless night was Savathun's work all along. I can't believe we missed it.
Yes. It would seem the Witch Queen was rather careful in her manipulations to fool the Vex.
You almost sound like you admire her.
Shouldn't I? We could learn much from studying Savathun's manipulations. See a larger picture.
To what end, Osiris?
Oh, better to understand your enemies than to learn to think like them. Savathun has infiltrated the Vex domain. She'll have calculated the potential futures that align with her goals. What those are is anyone's guess.
The addition of splicing to the Guardian's arsenal makes them unstoppable. No machine can stand in our way now. Guardians fighting alongside Elixni to break Savathun's hold over the Vex. It's getting hard to keep track of whose side we're on. Now that we know Savathun is behind the attack on the city, our missions are even more important.
The Witch Queen threatens all. Together is the only way forward.
I could not have said it better, my four-armed friend.
Impressive work, Guardian. But beware the influence of Savathun. Those who wield the darkness are no doubt more susceptible to her machinations.
Darkness in hand and darkness in heart are not the same. True valor cannot be turned.
You worship the Traveler, but condone the use of darkness. How very convenient.
Great houses destroyed. Made refugees in a foreign land. Nothing is convenient for Elixni.
Mithrax, the Guardian moves through the Vex network with ease. This is your doing. We owe you our thanks. These missions have reminded me who our true enemies are. Collapse the Vex network and limit the Witch Queen's influence.
Queria's presence in the network proves that Savathun's plan is deeper than we imagined. Her endgame is inconceivable even to the Vex.